Hey everyone, I'm Jack from Python Addiction. I saw that video earlier last week and I was a little bit on the disgusted side. So that's what today's video is going to be about, is us as a community needing to step up in light of these types of actions, and in conjunction with things that have been going on in Florida with the Holy Thursday Massacre. So stick around. Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. It seems like we're going in circles. First, we have the Holy Thursday Massacre, which happened a little more than a month ago. If you're not familiar with that, here's a very quick clip.
Snake mistake.
A shocking video shows wildlife officers killing dozens of pythons and a pregnant boa constrictor that was legally owned.
They also killed a beloved pet, a boa constrictor, which also happened to be pregnant.
If you want to watch more on that whole video, ARK Florida has a full-length video on there. So if you want to watch that whole video, you're more than welcome to. I will warn you, it does get very graphic. So I put that warning out in advance. But it's those types of things, the killing of animals unnecessarily, the killing of snakes in particular, me being a breeder and keeper of several different species of snakes. I have a very big heart for these reptiles as well as any living creature, and to see somebody using a otherwise pet as a weapon is disgusting. And I think that we need to hold ourselves accountable. And the commissioner for the FWC actually kind of put a charge that it was one of the few positive things that I think came out of the meeting that was on May 11th that I'm going to play right here in a moment, that shows that us as the keepers and breeders are the number one go-to when it comes to doing what we can to prevent a lot of this. So let me play that clip real quick.
Thank you to the stakeholders for one. You are the good guys, right? You are the people that are doing it right. Okay, you're putting yourselves out there. I'd ask you, okay, because our fear, honestly, is the bad actors, right? They're not here. And how can you help us identify those bad actors, right? And, you know, does it sound like squealing on your friend? Perhaps, but it's those bad actors that require us to take action, and no, we don't want it to be draconian.
And what the commissioner was basically saying there is, we're the ones who know the best. We're the ones that are breeding our animals. We know how to keep them. We know, for the most part, how to identify those types of people that could be considered the, quote, bad actors when it comes to individuals who may be looking to get one of our animals as a breeder. So I think it's our job, when we are breeding and or if we're rehoming, to look into the person or people or breeder or whomever it is that's looking to acquire our animals and hold them to a standard, and learn that it's okay to say, no, sorry, I don't think this is going to be a good fit for you to take on this snake. If I were to be selling off a baby ball python, for example, I will say no if I don't think that the person is going to provide quality care or isn't going to be a good fit. And I don't feel bad for doing it. And I don't feel bad for doing it because my primary thing is the health of that animal and making sure that animal is going to a good home. And if it's going to go to a I don't know type of home, or if I don't trust the person, use your intuition, use your gut feeling when it comes to interacting with a person, whether or not it's online through Morph Market, at a show, or whatever. Don't hesitate. Being deaf, I use the captions and everything, so I will video chat every single person that I can't meet in person before I even think of shipping off a snake to somebody, because I want to know who you are. I want to see how you're interacting in general. I want to find out if you have the proper enclosures, and pick up on just your overall action, your overall facial expressions, your enthusiasm, and to pick up a little bit of your character to see who you are before I actually decide to say, okay, yeah, I'll sell you this particular snake or that snake. And I think I'm doing my job doing that. Some people think that it's wrong, and I don't care in that respect there. These are my animals until they're not my animals. And that's what I think is the important takeaway from today, is to not let something like that happen again, by making sure we are picky at who we're selling our animals to and who's raising them and everything like that. I will have sources, the links to everything in the video description for this video today. But again, I just wanted to say we need to do better. And I think that that's the important takeaway for today, is that it's okay to say no. Essentially, we are the ones that need to look out for those bad actors. And it's not just bad actors when it comes to, like, what the commissioner was talking about at that FWC meeting, of bad actors in the community that are not selling correctly or keeping any animals incorrectly. But it's also, we're charging ourselves in a way of making sure that the people that we're actually selling our animals to or providing our animals to for new homes are going to quality keepers. As we're making animals that we are hoping will have good homes. And I would be completely livid if I saw that was one of my animals that was being used as the weapon in that video. So that's why it disgusts me. So I think that we as keepers and breeders need to step up, especially in the breeding side of things, in making sure that we know who we're giving our animals to. Educating yourself about the individual that's looking to purchase your animals, and making sure that they have proper enclosures and everything like that are just some steps. We need to do better, because it's all bad looking on us when you have the stuff from FWC happening with all of those snakes dying, and then you see somebody using a snake, which is a pet, as a weapon. That's not exactly good publicity for us as keepers and breeders in any way, shape, or form. So that's why I say we need to do better. Special thanks or shout out to US ARK Florida. I snipped some of the little snippets that I showed you guys are from their site. So I will put a link in the description below for everything. All of the sourcing that I've done for today's discussion will be in the description below. And also a shout out to Donnie and Nerd with being on top of some of the news, because that's how I saw the news clip, was right from their site first, and then did a lot more research in onto it. So it's that community that we all need to stay connected in one way, shape, or form. So again, thank you to you guys, and I thank you to all of you, my viewers. If you like this type of video, or you like what I talked about today, the message that I'm trying to convey, please do hit that like button. It does help out a lot. And if you want to see more stuff like this, me being a little bit more just down to earth and talking some of my feelings on certain topics and situations, make a comment in the comments below. That will definitely help me know what you guys are looking for when it comes to what I put out there for content. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications if you haven't already done so, as you'll get notified that way when I put out new videos. I try to put out new videos at least once a week, Mondays generally. And the last thing that I wanted to quickly note is my Patreon is finally completely live and all set up. So if you want to find another way to support this channel, click on the Patreon link that's in the link below in the description. You'll get additional content. There's options for being able to save, to be able to purchase some of my babies and stuff like that. You'll be the first to know what I have available. There's lots of different benefits of being a Patreon supporter, aside from my thanks, as it means a lot. So until next time, again, I'm Jack, and this is Python Addiction.